Love the groove. Ow! Hi, it's Warabe T. Welcome to the very first episode of Love to Groove, where I choose a groove from one of my grooves. Well, from one of my Groove of the Day grooves. And then we look at what's going on, which might give you some ideas of, like, oh, I see, that's quite interesting, or we could do it like that. Oh, really? I didn't know. Whatever. Anyway, so for this very first one, I've decided to choose number 130, which I entitled All I Ever Want to Do Is Funk and Groove. Anyway, okay, and you can find a link to the clip down below in the description. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Okay, now, alright, so the first thing is, this one revolves around two chords, and it was the opening thing that I just did. So I'm just going to play it, right, again. Okay, so that's how it goes. Okay, so two chords, as I said, the two main chords. There's actually three, but I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, so the first two chords, E minor ninth, which looks like this. Right, chord right there in the corner, I think, somewhere. Okay, and the other one is B minor seventh, like that. Now, of course, if you're a beginner, some of these are going to be super challenging, so this might be more suited, this video anyway is going to be more suited for people with a bit more experience and have been playing for a while, and they kind of know, and don't have issues of holding down chords, because if that's you, then this is going to be very tricky. But still, if you're determined, come on, you can do it. It all takes time, but that's okay. Right, so okay, no, just going back to the point. So they're the two chords, E minor ninth and B minor seventh, and there is a little one you might have noticed, like a passing chord, which is E minor 11th, which is very similar to E minor ninth. E minor 11th looks like this, but you can see it, a chord in the corner there somewhere. And it sounds like this. Okay, rather nice. I really like these two chords, the minor ninth and the minor 11th. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so they're the chords, but what I want to focus in on first is the basics of the strumming part of it. Okay, there are so many variations on the strums. It's but I just want to sort of get you going with this one here, just to give you some sort of ideas on how to get going. And so all right, I'm just going to move the camera slightly downwards so you can see the guitar better. All right, so bear with me. Okay, so all right, how about a little rhythm like this? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Down, up, 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 down, up. So we're going down, up, 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 down, up. Sorry, it's a bit difficult to. So it is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right, that's just the basic thing to get you going. Try it really slowly. Oh, and one other really important thing, when you're doing these rhythms, basically it is a combination of two hands that work together to produce what's coming out. So of course the strumming hand is doing lots of intricate stuff, hitting the right notes and everything and all the rest of it, but this hand here, which is holding down the chord, is also really doing lots. When you want the chord to play out or the note to play out, you're applying the pressure. As soon as you don't want it, you're releasing it. So there's this kind of constant pulsing going on to match whatever it is that you want to do on this side. So that's something to bear in mind, okay? So if you're not really familiar with that sort of stuff, you might have to work on that aspect of it. So like this. You see this hand pulsing. Yeah, because really if you just keep this hand basically always just on, kind of sounds something like that, and that's not really what you want. You want this, yeah, I think you're getting the feel for it. Yeah, so just bear that in mind, because that's really important. So there's two things to work on. If you're not so familiar with rhythmic work, you're gonna have to work on the combo of the two, and that's not easy, but hey, as I said before, it's all right. It's gonna take time. It's okay. Be patient with yourself, and everyone learns at their own pace, so don't worry, just take your time. Whatever it takes, it will take. Okay, back to where we were. Okay, so have a go trying that, and pause the video anytime to have a little go at these things and try and kind of get the feel for it. And go slowly to start off with. Oh, okay, I'm showing you something. I'm not quite getting it right myself. You see, it's not easy, right? That's the thing. So if I'm going down, up, 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 down, up. Okay, once I get into flow of it, I'm there. But I'm sure it's the same with most people, unless they're very fluent. So some of you are probably smashingly good. Okay, anyway, so try a little bit of that, right? Take your time. It will take time to get good at these things. I've been playing for nearly 40 years, actually. Ooh, that kind of shows how old I am. I mean, look at me grey hair. Oh gosh, anyway, okay, so yeah, take your time, okay, and that's okay. So once you think you got that roughly, we can continue. Yes, there's just one more thing which I thought was rather important, so here it is. Okay, it's about the strumming, and it's about both hands, right? But the chord E minor ninth, I don't know if you noticed, but I put a cross up against the two open E strings. That's because when I play that chord, I don't really want to play those E's too much, because it's really super dominant and it's really in your face. So I try to avoid those. That's why I put those in there. But it's actually really difficult to not to play those out. So whilst you're playing, if it rings out, don't worry, it's okay. Yeah, it's cool, because it's E, it's still gonna sound cool, right? Yeah. Yeah, still sounds cool. That's what I would do, is like this. But if you include it, still super cool. Okay, so that's point one. Now the next point is, how do I mute it? Well, the top E string, I can tell you the way I do it. When I hold the chord down, E minor ninth, basically my little pinky will slightly touch the top E string, essentially muting it. That's kind of one of the things that mutes it. The other thing I do to mute it is actually these three or these two fingers, depending on what I'm doing with these. I often use these to touch the top E in addition. I'm not always touching it, but quite often just kind of feeling for it, and I'm often touching it, and that obviously helps it to mute. Okay, so that's how that's done. Now, as for the bottom E, that's it's difficult. My hands cannot wrap round and have my thumb over to basically mute it. I can't do any intricate stuff if I do that. So then what happens is, I've learned over the years to avoid playing certain strings. In this case, yes, the bottom E string. That's really hard to do, but it's a great thing to be able to do, and it might take time, but have a go. Really be super patient with yourself, but if you can do it, it's going to make a huge amount of difference, because that precision is really key. So bear that in mind. Okay, I'm just going to play a little bit again so you can see. Right, let's get back to where we were. Right, and I'm going to assume now you've paused and you're happy, so let's just show you the next bits. Okay, so I use basically connecting riff to connect the two chords. Sorry, I'm just going to stoop down a bit. Right, okay, so they are like this. So like that. So it kind of goes from the E minor 9. Okay, so the notes are A, B, D, E, F sharp, A, B, A. They're the notes. And the feel for it is something like this. Dun, da, 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 da. So that's a bit of a stop, isn't there? So on the E, da, da, there's a bit of a pull. Da, da, da. Okay. So just have a go doing that really slowly. Da, 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 da. It might be helpful to actually sing it out. I often sing bits out because actually it's a lovely thing to sing these out. I really feel like I'm one with the guitar when I do. It's a really nice feeling. You want to give it a go? Yeah, a bit of George Benson. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm diversing a bit there. Okay. So, all right. So that's the first connecting riff. So, just a reminder from the E minor 9. And then to B minor 7. Right? A little bit chugging rhythm. So you could go down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? And then you could, the next connecting riff. Okay? So that one here is going from E to F sharp to A, B, D to E to D. Okay, so slowly. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm not going to hum it because that might be distracting you. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you know, the thing is, it doesn't have to be exact, right? Again, I'm just giving you some ideas, and that might just give you some ideas of, oh, that's nice to do something like that. All right, what I'm trying to do is not to get you to play, you know, don't try and do it exactly or anything. Try and find your own little way of grooving it up, because that's always the most wonderful thing. Doing your own thing. At least for me, that's the most wonderful thing. And I continue to love doing my own thing. That's why I do my daily grooves. I just pick up the guitar and have a little strum, and whatever kind of grabs me and kind of grabs my attention and gets me grooving, that's the one. I'm going to get the phone out and come on, get it now. Yeah, so okay. So that's the connecting one. So in its entirety, it kind of sounds like this. Okay, so I'm hoping you got some ideas from that, and you know, maybe some of you are playing it similar and thinking, oh, that's pretty cool, or whatever. But yeah, so that's cool. So that's the main bit. I will mention to you the passing chord, because I did mention it to you, didn't I? So I'm just going to move this up because I'm like always crouching down, right? It's not like just get the angle right. Here we go. I think that's all right. I think you can still see the guitar and you can see my face, and I'm not having to crouch down. Okay, so all right. So the passing note, which is E minor 11th, right? We basically got the E minor 9th, right? And what we're doing is going. That's what I do. I like doing that. So you might actually want to just try that. Or something similar. It doesn't have to be exactly that. Okay, I'm just going to try and bring this up a bit so you can see it a little better. Okay, so but what I do in this whole thing is something like this. I'm getting carried away, aren't I? So I think you're getting the feel for it. So this is the kind of thing I do. Hopefully it's been interesting for you and maybe a little useful. So I'm hoping that, you know, I'll do another one. Hopefully there's call for it. We'll see. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll continue on this journey of love to groove. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found it a little bit useful and maybe a little bit entertaining too. Okay, thank you very much. Ooh, yeah. Keep on playing, man. Till next time.